So Jessica, I'm just so excited that you are here today with me to talk about something that I know is very close to your heart. Um,
Yes.
and that I think is really going to be super relevant to anybody who is a product leader or in product management, really in general, including all of those folks who you and I probably know who are even founders, but really are a product centric founder or CEO. And this is a pretty hot topic, but I want to let you introduce it to everyone. But why don't you first of all tell us about yourself? Who is Jessica, and what are you solving for today? Tell us a little bit about what you do professionally.
Sure, absolutely. So my day job, I'm Vice President of Strategic Growth and Data at Cineplex Digital Media. And, I'm responsible for having built the product management function at CDM, which was a great experience. And I've had additional functions added to my portfolio since then, but product management's always been near and dear to my heart. And one of the things that's unique about my experience is that I have a mix of a technical background as well as a business background. So that's really what led me to what I want to talk to you about today is the new Masters of Digital Product Management executive program at Queen's Smith Business School. And I have the pleasure of serving as the chair of the advisory board for that, which is my second day job, I guess you could say. And it's a program that I'm extremely proud of. It just launched and we're in the middle of our inaugural year right
Amazing.
now.
I just want to pause there for a moment because I remember when we were chatting and you mentioned that this program was launching and your role in it. I've been sort of following what's been happening in the US with some really notable schools launching product management centric master's programs or degree programs or whatever it is that they're doing in the US. And so to hear that at a school like Queen's has now launched something, I thought, you know what, this is something everyone needs to know about, to learn and take a closer look at. So tell us about the new master's program, Masters of Digital Product Management at Queen's.
So I think, Smith is known for being great at identifying really those business needs, particularly for their professional programs, the professional graduate programs. In this case, they recognize the need that pretty much every organization is going through these digital transformations. And as a leadership team, we all know that we need to have folks who are both technically savvy as well as have a good sense of business knowledge and influence in that regard. So knowing that, Smith set out to build up this brand new program. And what is super unique about the program and part of what drew me to it as well is that it is not only the Smith Business School that's responsible for it, but also the Queen's School of Computing. So it's a combined program. Again, super, super unique. I'm not aware of any other school, even in the US, who's doing this sort of a combined program. And I know it hasn't been without its challenges in building it and as we were going through building the curriculum and so forth, it has its unique challenges, but I think it's also going to be super fruitful for those students to have that combined knowledge in both areas.
I love it. I love it. Now, when I think about product management, product is such a broad function.
Yes.
Sometimes for so many businesses, and product management can look really different company to company. When I think about just the broader market, companies who have consumer experience products, companies who are more B2B or enterprise or like all the back end tech. And I even met services companies who are adopting sort of a productization of the services that they're delivering.
Yeah.
So what approach did you and your team take in creating the content and the curriculum to really think about relevancy and value to students and what the market looks like in product in a real life world setting?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Queen's is great at engaging industry folks and taking it less from the academic approach to that real hands-on industry approach. And our board, the advisory board that I happen to chair, is an example of that, right? They want that real world experience and understanding real business problems that product managers might encounter. And then the fact that this combination of business and computing schools is there gives a really well-rounded approach. So if there's students who are more technical, they're going to get that business lens to look through. And if they're more business oriented, they're going to get the credibility with the School of Computing that will allow them to have those conversations with their, engineering departments and development departments with the computer science fundamentals. So I think it's a really great approach that is going to allow for these students to be able to take on a product management role that's at any end of those spectrums.
Very cool. Who's the persona you're hoping to attract, and
Yeah.
And at what stage in their career might this add value to their career?
I mean, it's a really diverse group of students we have in this first cohort. I would, first of all, I would say that anyone who's interested in the program and just, by us sharing today, reach out to the admissions team. There's an admissions advisor within the program who is phenomenal and will, share all the good, bad, and wonderful things that they might learn. So I would encourage anybody who's interested to reach out. We are looking for a diverse set of students. So it could be early on in their career, or it could be later on in their career. There's a real mix in this cohort. We do recommend that students have, a couple of years of work under their belt at least, just because you get that rich value out of the program when you are able to relay it to something that's, real in your work experience. But it's not a requirement. And I'll say that the recruitment team has also been great at bringing a diverse group of students from different business sectors, from different years of experience, from different roles within organizations. So not just people who are either existing product managers or in a technical role, they can be from any area of their business. And also a diverse in terms of, background, ethnicity, gender. This program this year is 51% female and 49% male, which is phenomenal, of course, because in some of these more technical roles, as you know from your experience, you don't always see that equal mix. So I think it's phenomenal. And the other thing is, the program is really looking for students who value possibility, right? Who have this sort of learning mindset, are going to be creative in their thinking, ones who value connection. So we know as product managers, you have to engage with lots of different teams and build knowledge with your clients and so forth. And then those who value a challenge, who want to learn, who want to take on big problems. And so those are some of the mindsets that we like to think about are the folks that make the best product managers, as you've probably seen in your experience as well. And the blended format of the program so allows you to work and learn simultaneously. So it's great. It's set up for folks who are wanting to take on a new educational challenge, but of course don't want to give up their day job.
Amazing. Bravo to you. It's exciting to hear about this happening out there, and the great sort of feedback and the outpouring of interest so early on with your first cohort. We're going to include all of the contact information for anyone who's interested in learning more. And so we encourage you to check this out if you think this might be something that would interest you and further you in your career. And Jessica, thank you. Thank you for being here today, for sharing more. And I can't wait to hear what people are starting to say about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me today, Heidi.